All right, y'all. Coming up next to the mic, put your hands together for Teacher!
All right, so I don't always do beats. Most of the stuff that I do up here is also a song as well as a poem, so I appreciate you guys bearing with me. I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. THC, S&M, sex and sin, best of friends, please take me, medicine, flesh and limbs, lesson begins, whips and ropes and misanthropes, slippery slope, the blinds unfold, sacred home, aching moans, legs exposed and neighbors know I don't wanna die, but this ain't no way to live. Now they say suicide was once a crime. Is it still a sin? How does one decide between the knife and pen? Is suicide a sin? Is suicide a sin? Skirts in church, a serpent curves, learning cursive and dirty words. Kids these days misbehave, but it'll all make sense when she's my age. I like pain, so I like climate change. If I could kill just by writing names, I'd write theirs first and I'd write ours last, so we can go out with a dying laugh. Lucifer, truth in verse, the youth are perverse, the news gets worse. Useless words, aren't you concerned? No, I just hope they nuke us first. But I don't wanna die, this just ain't no way to live. They say suicide was once a crime. Is it still a sin? So how does one decide between the knife and pen? Is suicide a sin? Is suicide a sin? Losing hours, so consume, devour, clueless coward in your looming tower. Excuse the sour mood of these ludicrous sounds, but you have to speak in tongues to speak truth to power. Enjoy the ride, it's a wild descent. I wanna take whatever this is to its final extent. So smile and grin, spiral a while and spin. I'd like to be your messiah, but no one can die for your sins. Love me or choke me, forget me, misquote me. Is it a poem, a movement, a religion, or am I joking? Sometimes it's the difference between what you can't and what you won't see. So let's let our hands talk. I'll take this off if you'll take that off. Unzip, unlatch, and unclasp it all, but save the best for last. Take your mask off. Sometimes I wanna die, but I'll never be afraid to live. And if suicide is a sin, it's one of the few I won't commit. So how does one decide between the knife and pen? If the pen comes first and the knife comes last? That's a question that you'll never have to ask again. You've got the beauty of silver with the value of gold. You've got them bedroom eyes, I'm already sold. You cure my corporate dystopian blues. Now let me work these lungs a little harder for you. From the arch of your foot to the nape of your neck, I've come to soothe your mind, rid your body of stress. This is nothing to compel lust despite what you thought I've said. Now you've been thrusting your pelvis in time to a promise of death. So while you think with your thighs, just let this message move in. I've got a kink for your rights and a fetish for revolution. We know the system is sadistic. Just notice that it's abusive. Thank you. I'm teacher. Thank you.